Alright, there we go. Mic is now working. Fan-frickin-tastic. I have to turn that all the way up. And that's not working very well. Alright. That's alright. I think we're back. Had a little bit of an audio problem. I didn't even realize I had. I should have realized that. Because if I don't have camera, I don't have audio. That's something I've kind of learned, but I always seem to forget that. Well, that was super exciting. No, it wasn't. Alright, Amazon is continuing to go down. Does make me want to go back in short. I might. I think Amazon is going to have more room to go down. So I had a software update that caused the problem. So you know, in all honesty, I probably would have shorted Amazon earlier up in here, but I was having my computer malfunction, so that didn't happen. Shocking. Revelation. Alright, going in short on Amazon. So I just shorted it on my paper trade. I think it's about to get pushed down through this level here. I'm only seeing this as a short-term play, not as a long-term. Tesla is coming back down, but this is part of the reason why I think Tesla might be kind of dangerous right now. I think Amazon is a little bit of a safer play, even though I'm slightly red now. But, you know, I was green on this trade from earlier. So, even though I give back a little bit, it's okay. Because I shorted up there, bought back right there, and I'm back right here on a short. Alright. Tesla keeps dropping the way it is. I might actually get more interested in it. I'm surprised at how far Queen and Spy have dropped. I'm thinking about adding another 400 on my paper. Actually, no. If I do something, it'd be another 5. Don't hit enter. That automatically puts it in. I've made that mistake more than once. It's looking strong for right this second. I'm trying not to keep getting gypped out here, but I might just go ahead and cover. Because for me, this is a intraday only. Yeah, I was just looking at Queen and Spy over on my other screen here. I'm surprised. I did not expect that big of a drop on those guys. I'm surprised this is even slightly curling here. I'm thinking about adding more to the short. Tesla, I don't like where it's at right now. I don't like Tesla. Although it there was a brief period where there was a decent short there, but I wasn't in here. I had to restart the computer. So I had an update on the computer that happened last night, and I didn't realize until I went to go live, and I didn't have my camera, and I should have realized that I also wouldn't have had my mic, but that was a lack of good judgment on my part. Down $28. That's not terrible, but not great either. I feel you. So okay, so I kind of missed the opportunity to buy or short it again. Was a little concerned with the way that this was popping up. It did go above VWAP, and where I stopped it last time was when it came up to VWAP here, because I shorted it a little late over here. I did not get a short as low as I wanted to. This short here, I actually don't feel, I think would be fine. Um, Actually, if it gets close to 100, I'll go ahead and just cover that most likely. I think I want to possibly sit back a little bit. I don't want to feel like I'm trying to day trade. I want to more like try to do the longer plays, and I feel like I'm trying to micro trade this. So there we go. Actually, what we'll do, because that got rejected twice now. That could have been a interesting level to then, even add some more on. I think Tesla. I mean, with Spy and Queen going down, I think we're pretty firm in the direction that this market wants to take. Still, we just have to give it a little bit of time, even though we may be in the negative here. So we just added a little bit to the short. So now we need a. Actually, we don't even need to do that. We just do that. So now I would be red on the day if this continues to go up. Center VWAP. I'm looking for a rejection around there. If it really kind of continues to go up from there, I probably will just go ahead and pull out of that play. I'm trying to give it enough time so it can do what it wants to do. Because I'm trying to be a little bit more patient with some of these trades, and that's the reason why we're paper trading. To see these losses and then be like, okay, that's okay. I still think the general direction is south. We had that big win on Tesla, so we got some room to go here. Let's see, this is actually where I probably should have added. I thought I was going to come up and then get rejected, so that's why I added on this candle. So I'm looking over here at the ladder. I will buy if it gets up there. Actually, we'll move that up just a little bit. Tesla is starting to go up. The queen and spy might be starting to recover. So we may not want to sit here for too long. We may actually be looking to try to get out. That and the weighted volume looks like it's coming up. You know, it was going down, now it's coming up. So I want to see this curling back down. Because even up here, it didn't really curl up like it did right here. So this could actually potentially be kind of bullish. I'm trying to trade this as if I was trading with real money. I'm trying to put the exact same emotions in there. And, you know, looking at Tesla and, well, right now, just Tesla, it's doing really quite well. So I'm trying to put in those same emotions in this trade, which is hard. If you ever paper traded, you would realize that paper trading is easy compared to real money. When you start talking about real money, things start to get really kind of difficult pretty quick. So now it feels like it wants to go through a drop here. So we're going to find out if my general Amazon direction was correct. I want to give it enough time because we don't want to take a much higher risk and then just be willing to break even. So I'm still wanting to give it enough time to kind of work, but we're going to go ahead and bring that right there. Over center VWAP, over that high. So we got a low, new low. We want this to go into a new low. But if it breaks over the highs here, we'll just go ahead and call it good. That's kind of what I'm thinking. As Tesla rockets back up to the 218 price. And that's the reason why I was saying I think I really want to wait until it's above the 22, holding 22 as support, and then a break up through the 25. That's kind of like where these lines were drawn over here. So this is what you guys couldn't hear before. I just got out of Amazon. So over here, I think that this is where we're going to start seeing like some good leaps and bounds for like swing trades, right? But I really would want to see the break coming down, towards the 11.5. And I just used some price arrows, price points. These are not like regular trend lines. So you get these, that's price level, and then you got, your trend lines. I like to use the price levels because that's primarily what I'm looking at. So if you ever see like these long lines, that's generally what it is. Or in the case with Ford over here, that's where I sold. And I could actually just name that. Where sold last. So that way when I click on the line, I know exactly kind of like what's up with that line, right? So that's kind of what's going on with that line. Tesla, I think we want to see it kind of break through either one of those levels here. I'm still in the trade on Amazon. I only sold half. Oh wait, no, I only sold not one. Well, that was a fail, but it might be working in our favor here. I did that wrong. So one, yeah, no. 99 now. Okay, well, that is working in our favor. Let's keep an eye on it. We might try to put a free trade in on this now. I was not quite expecting. So this shoot up here triggered one share. But this is also part of the reason why I'm saying, I kind of want to do these longer trades. So I'm back positive on this one. Let's come over here. Let's take a look at the ladder. What is that doing? You can also see the volume here. Might have should have closed it when it was down. But we're trying to sit through these choppy areas and trying to do the bigger play. I still think generally this is going to be going down. But we start seeing that this is starting to kind of get a little wavy here. I might have just took too big of a position size that I'm sitting here and I'm starting to get slightly emotional on this dollar amount, even though it's paper trade, because I'm trying to sit there and say that's real money, real money, real money. And I made like 150 before, so I'm like 150 red right now. If it gets up to 300, I'd be 150 red. Yeah, see, I don't think we'll throw the buy thing right there. If it breaks low, we'll probably just go ahead and get out of this. It's trading kind of hard. That's what she said. And Tesla just made a new high. I still feel like this is going to go down, but everything looks like it might be slightly rebounding here. So I'm definitely looking for more of an exit here. But I'm trying to stay in this trade as long as it's smart. So I'm back into green, even though that this is red right here. Now it's back to red. God, I'm still trying to play this as if it's real money, and I'm not liking it. But that's also where you have to try to sit here. It makes sense to sit right here, even though it's difficult. You probably will try to get a free trade or just get out if it breaks back into profit here. On this particular trade. Okay, so we did. I'm trying not to micro trade here. But you know, the saying that we would give it just a little bit of room has made us the money back that we would have lost. We would have been red on the day. And we're now very well potentially looking at going green just because I was willing to sit and wait through the chop because I was pretty sure of the general direction. That was not easy to do. And I still think it's going to go down, so I don't want to move my stop loss in yet. Or the cover order. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to move it. If we were going to get out and try to stay, somewhat like positive, we should have done that already. We didn't. So I'm just going to wait. Yeah, I think If this triggers, I'm not going to be doing any more on Amazon, I don't think. Amazon was only like an intraday, not a long-term play. That's a big green candle. That's a big green candle. Tesla, I think, is acting more bullish than bearish, but I would not want to do anything with it unless it's over the $21, $22, because I think that could be a major resistance area from late last week. We held through one of these big losses right here, so I gotta try to hold firm. It makes sense to sit right here. There's no reason to go changing it. But from a paper trade, it's good to know that I'm not actually losing real money. But with the mindset that this is 1% real money, God, that is painful. If I was trading with real money, my gut would be an absolute mess right now. And I would be getting all upset about what's going on right here. I'd be like, man, it keeps coming, blah, blah, blah. So I'll probably be going in and out a lot. So this trade is still in the red for right the second for me. If you could, okay, I'm back in the green on the day. And I might seriously just go ahead and jump out of this when I can. Because I'm starting not to like how it keeps testing. So I'm basically positive on this trade. So I gave back a little bit, but I was mainly green on it. And watch, it's going to continue to go down. I'm going to take that back to 5. So I'm glad I held it up through this right here. Yeah, I did one 500 and another 500, but somehow I screwed up and only sold one share here on a trigger because I had a stop loss set right here, at that point. So I got triggered here, but then this happened, that immediate reversal. So, I was trading with the rest of the 99.9. Good morning, Akar. How you doing this morning? So I don't think I would do anything more with Amazon, but I would be green on the day. I would be green about $120, $130, something like that. And I don't think I'm going to do any more unless you try to take a short up here with a stop loss just above it. Take a short position sizing. Tesla is going down. I don't think I want to paper trade that. Still, it's trading in a huge range. It's very hard to jump on that on either side, if you ask me. It looks like it's going to go down and come all the way back down here, and then it might shoot right back up. This is just acting really kind of crazy here. I mean, if you were sitting here and you're buying, over the lows or over the highs, you could probably be making money here, but gauging entries, exits would not be very easy. You're tired? Were you up all night? I'm a little tired myself. My thing said I didn't actually fall asleep until about midnight, which is possible. So, I fall asleep around 5. Damn! Well, actually, I'm not sure where you live, but still, 5 a.m. is not that many hours ago. Yeah, whenever I don't get good sleep, I don't trade at all. Generally, I am paper trading today, so I'm fine with trading. So Amazon did go all the way back up, so Amazon could be a interesting short up here with a stop loss over this candle. But I would do that with them, so if I was doing 500 a trade before, I might only do like 200. You've only had 5 hours of sleep, Akar? Yeah, that's not enough. So yeah, if I was doing 5, I might do, 2. So a little bit more than half, trade up here and then probably sell down here. And we can see that that's exactly what's going to end up working here. Yeah, I saw that post that you made. IBRX is the one that did it for you. Nice. And it came back about 50%. That's no bueno. Queen and Spy look like they're going to be going back down. I'm only going to look up Queen. I'm not going to look up Spy. They're trade, partners. Obsidian, are you still in on your Queens? Because I don't want to tell you to sell them, but I don't know, man. A little concerned into seeing what they're doing. Damn, dude. I think Queen might still continue to go down. CLSK on ACAR. Yeah, it's been going up the last few days, but I don't know. You like some of these stocks here that I'm not a big fan of. But hey, stock market has something for everybody. That's the thing. I don't care who somebody is, learning about the stock market. Paper trade first. Don't use your real money. But, getting into trading is not impossible. It's not super hard. It's not rocket science. A lot of it is emotion, and that's something I'm still learning today. I took some pretty bad losses because my emotions was getting wrapped up in the trades. Um, like it would have on Amazon. I could see me losing a lot of money on Amazon today if I was trading like I have in the past. So, because each time it did like this kind of deal, I could see me trying to short it each time it got low and then getting wrecked when it shot back up. So, me holding through these higher peaks definitely was not super easy, but emotionally, that's what it kind of takes. And I took a position size that was way too high. I should have gone in lower, and I could have held. I could still have been holding, right? But I ended up getting up to 99 over 1,000 shares. My entry, adjusted entry was way down here, way too low. 130 or 335. On Queen. Let's go take a look at that. 351, I mean. So 351. Yeah, I agree with that. 351, fantastic place to be. I think that's a great place. If it doesn't break below 351, actually, I might go like 350.95. Give it 5 cents below the 351, just in case it wants to go like bloop, just dip under and then shoot back up. Because right around the whole dollar marks could definitely be a little bit of a fight zone. But I think that is a very good spot. Hopefully this shakes out good in the long run. I think it could. Yeah, see, Tesla, it didn't even come all the way back down. It's very hard to play this right now. Kind of the same thing with Amazon, right? It's trading in this range. If you took a short up here, you could have been selling it over here. So sell the tops, but you could easily get caught in one of these tops and get wrecked. That's also why I'm saying if you bought up here, your stop loss would be like right above this candle right here. Unless you got a small share sizing, say, so if I was doing 500 shares, maybe I did 100, so it'd be 1/5 of what I was doing before, I might put a stop loss up here. Just so if it wants to kind of come up but not break this peak over here, that could be a good play. But, in all honesty, I'm green on this one. I only gave back a little bit. I don't think I am going to do any more trades on paper or in real. I'm not trading with real money. Probably I might go back to trading with real money next week. I don't know yet. I'm still going to work on my paper trade. I really want to be able to, find the directions. I'm going to trade a lot slower, smaller sizing, and it may actually be kind of boring. I don't know. You guys are seemingly not minding the paper trading aspect of it, which I don't care how much money you have or how much you're trading or whatever. Sometimes going back to fundamentals and going back to paper is very important. I'm glad I made that decision last week. Just go back to paper. I didn't even put my calendar that I've done. Oh yeah, I have been updating my calendar saying no trade. See? Now I probably wouldn't buy up here because this is higher than over here. So it's not testing the 12 or 24.4. It came in a little bit higher at that 0.5. I may be just a little cautious if it comes back up here. It may continue up because if the lows get higher and a new high up here, it could have some potential to grow kind of rapidly. Apple is starting to take off though. I don't know if I would trade that long term. I don't know if I would hold that. To be honest with you, with what I'm seeing, if I was trading with real money, I probably would be walking away and not be doing any more trades today. I'd probably be sitting here trying to say, well, at 10 o'clock, I would leave, blah, blah, blah. Well, Obsidian, I get why you're saying upset at the upswing on Queen and then a pullback today. That can happen, but I wouldn't be I don't know if I would be upset about that. You only got 5 shares, so um, 353. I know you didn't pay no 360, but we'll say 360. That's only 1,800 invested. I mean, that's not that much. I mean, you can sit on that if need be. Yeah, the range is pretty wide right now. I will say that. I would agree. But okay, 358. All right. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Oh, Akar left. He must have fell asleep. 5 hours of sleep, I probably would fall asleep too. Shoot. So, yeah, I don't know if I'd be trading Tesla today at all. Wrong button. Uh, I really think that this range that I put in here is good. It is trending more upwards than down. You know, the lows are getting higher, the high peaks are getting higher, except this one. Microsoft, you're having some problems. But I think the chance to short that might have already kind of came and went. But Microsoft continues to have this problem, maybe going into Thursday. I might be willing to take a short on it. It might be looking to do a gap fill because it did actually get. I mean that's a pretty big jump for Microsoft in post market. So a short on Microsoft probably would have been good. Probably would have been good. But didn't see it, didn't notice it, and I missed it. This has gone down. So boy oh boy. You know, I didn't lose money on this one. I went green. Very good chance if I was in this with real money, I could have been red. But here's part of the example. You know, I was sitting up here. I could have moved it here, and I could have just sat there like I was. But because I had a share sizing that was too large, I was seeing that dollar amount loss, and that's what was bothering me. So I was trying to go for a big win. And in so doing, I left a lot of money on the table. If I had smaller share sizing, I would have still been in here. If I still had only 500, I probably would have still been there. So yeah, I used way too big of a sizing. I need to get better with that. But I'm happy that I didn't get gypped out. I read multiple times. I didn't try to trade this multiple times. That's the mistakes I was making with my real money account. I have to learn when to sit and when to just cut loose, right? That's what I'm working on. That's the reason for the paper trading. And I need to be more comfortable with that. But with that said, I think that's going to be the end of the show for today. I don't see anything else that I'm actually pretty interested in. Um and I got some things I need to work on. Tomorrow I actually have I gotta go meet with a new vendor for my furniture company. So things are starting to move along there kind of smoothly. I'm working on a website. Got the design somewhat sketched out, the flow chart kind of sketched out, so that way I kind of know like how I want the site to kind of flow and work. So that would be something that I'll continue to work on throughout today. I got to deal with Amazon and eBay. I have somebody trying to scam me on eBay. You gotta love it, right? Or maybe not, but that's just the fun thing of dealing with eBay sometimes. You get people that are just fantastic. So I gotta deal with eBay. Um, and yeah, that's just gonna be the end of my show. Obsidian, let me know if you go green, or how your day ultimately goes. It looks like Queen might be trying to find a bottom here, so hopefully this is where it will start to rebound back up for you. Uh, Wish it started doing that up here around the 355, but I think you're still going to be all right. I mean, just to give you some hopes. I mean, it did hit some pretty bad lows yesterday, midday, but then absolutely reversed in the afternoon hour. So that very well can happen here. But that's why I think your stop loss at the 351 is actually quite smart. Um, you're willing to sit in that trade as kind of you're kind of playing it out, and I think that's quite smart. Hopefully, this starts to rebound. Hopefully, the market in general starts to rebound. Um, lately I have been kind of shorty on things, but I would prefer to be long. Long has some better options. You don't have to pay short fees, but money is, well, money. Sometimes it is what it is, right? All right. Well, like I said, that's going to be the end of my it's going to be the end of my live stream, and I will see you guys Friday. So far, break even day. That ain't bad. Uh, so Thursday, um, I mean, you guys already kind of saw what I'm thinking here. If this holds support or this breaks and becomes resistance, then I'll be looking at a short or a long. That's my plan. Amazon, I'm not sure what I'll do. I'll see what it does later on today, but I think I might be more interested in a longer term short coming down below the low right here, which I think it may actually do today. So that could be a continuation tomorrow. Um, and Apple, I'm not sure what I think about Apple right now. I know they've had some issues with the iPhone 15, but I have not been watching it as closely as I probably should. Um, but I think Apple might be starting to rebound here. So I don't really have any price points there yet, but I am kind of looking for a potential long position with Apple. Up 28 on Tesla, down 25 on the Queens. Hey, dude, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. Were you going short or long on Tesla? I might start doing this at the end of my live stream. Before, I close out my shop, or when I'm closing down my shop, I'll ask, anyone who's watching, what plays they did, the reasons why they might have done that. I think that could be a very good conversation and a way for us to kind of review um our mistakes if other people are willing to show them, like I am willing to show them. I show everything, so you guys see all my mistakes, which really kind of sucks, and you guys see where I'm very correct. So you're playing both sides of the aisle, so you're going in long and short. Okay, well, at least you were making money on both ends of the stick there. You were double dipping, sir. Um, to be honest with you, for me, it might have been hard for me to take a trade here, even with fake money. Um, yeah, I hear you. I haven't been watching it that closely today. I'm like, if I was sitting here watching it super close, yeah, there's a few areas where I might have tried to play a little bit, but I just think there's a lot of areas where you could lose a lot of money, kind of like the same thing going on with Amazon today. It's kind of choppy. Tesla, the choppiness is very broad. It's very wide. So that's going to be the end. So yeah, take care. See y'all. Friday. You're thinking of going short. Yeah, I can see that, and then maybe cover down here towards the 216.5. I can see that. But anyway, let me know how you do at the end of the day. Hopefully, queens start to go back up for you. Or if you go red, it's only going to be a small red. Like I said, I got to get to my eBay, and I got a little bit of Amazon, and then I got some phone calls I got to do. So take care. See you all Friday. Stop.